Do we know what kind of frame of mind Andrew and Fergie are in at the moment?
Well, I do know that Fergie, people are actually worried about her. She's in such a bad frame of mind.
Sarah Ferguson, who was formerly thought to be the life of the royal party, is now reportedly spends her nights by herself in the Doghouse, a covert pub behind Royal Lodge. As she faces eviction from her Windsor house, the former Duchess of York is allegedly drinking, sobbing, going crazy, and confiding in servants, and her increasing fear that her family might be the target of evil forces. Her ex-husband, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, is allegedly pacing the 30-room estate and yelling to himself as the walls of his regal life collapse. He has been robbed of his titles and dignity. They are counting down the days they have left at Royal Lodge, both together and separately. And a picture of turmoil, terror, and lives falling apart is beginning to emerge.
It's really at a low ebb. As you say, she goes drinking at the Doghouse, her pub. I know the girls are kind of, they want to freeze their parents out. They're cross with their parents, they're angry with their parents, but equally, they have stayed in touch because they're genuinely so worried about where their mental health is at.
Let's go into the last turbulent weeks of Andrew and Fergie's relationship and the startling anxieties plaguing the former Duchess of York. Windsor Great Park's Royal Lodge has traditionally represented privilege, seclusion, and royal heritage. After the late Queen Mother's divorce in the 1990s, Andrew and Sarah moved in together. They called it their family home and lived together for more than 20 years, despite their separation. However, those days are running out. They are both required by King Charles to leave the estate by the start of the new year. According to reports, Sarah has been instructed to make her own arrangements, while Andrew will be relocated to a smaller home on the Sundringham estate. Now that they live at different ends of the 30-room house, the couple spends the majority of their days apart. They only get together for supper, and sources claim that during that time, discussions become difficult, emotional, and frequently suspicious. According to insiders, Fergie is worried about what will happen next and afraid that her daughter's reputations would be ruined. The crew refers to the private, purpose-built bar behind Royal Lodge as the Doghouse. Insiders claim that Sarah Ferguson retreats here every night to pour her heart out over glasses of wine, depending on the few employees who have stuck by her. One source stated, "She's hiding away." She talks about how everything is coming apart for hours on end, occasionally crying. When they have to move out, she is afraid of what will happen. This is a far cry from the woman who used to appear on magazine covers. According to reports, she now spends her evenings drinking with employees, talking about evil powers, and inviting pals to stay up late to spend time with her. Those close to her claim that she has become increasingly paranoid. She worries about being targeted by influential people who may still be observing, in addition to the media. According to reports, Andrew spends his days moaning to himself and roaming the Royal Lodge hallways like a ghost, lamenting his own demise, while Fergie hides in the doghouse. According to a staff member, Andrew doesn't often go out. He paces the house while yelling and going over everything that has transpired. He feels humiliated, resentful, and furious. According to those close to him, he has been shattered by the loss of his titles and prestige. He used to be well known for his privilege and haughtiness, but now he is a man overcome with embarrassment and terror. The ongoing scandals have also caused tension in his relationship with his daughters.
You'll see some fracturing with the relationship with the daughters. I think the daughters are going to try and distance themselves too. And we may even see them renouncing.
3 new allegations have put Beatrice and Eugenie in the public eye, despite their insistence that the past is behind them. There were rumors that years ago, soon after Epstein was released from prison, Sarah Ferguson brought her daughters to see him. According to an alleged 2011 communication from Epstein to his attorney, Sarah visited me with her 2 girls and was the first to celebrate my freedom. Sarah has vehemently refuted this, claiming that neither she nor her girls remember such a visit. Fergie is still disturbed by the accusations. Her biggest concern is that Beatrice and Eugenie might be publicly connected to Epstein, even if only indirectly. She believes that she is to blame for pulling them into a nightmare that they did not create. According to friends, Sarah's anxiousness has gotten out of hand. She fears that new information may surface, or that the couple's secrets may resurface as Andrew is under fresh investigation from members of the U.S. Congress who are demanding answers over his connections to Epstein. Concerned about Sarah's mental health, even her sister Jane has traveled from Australia to be with her. According to one insider, she is extremely tense and has a paranoid belief that everyone is trying to harm her. Her worries aren't totally unjustified. The public's empathy has virtually vanished. The majority of Britons see the two as discredited holdovers who cling to royal privilege while the monarchy goes on without them. Their two daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, as well as their cherished corgis, Sandy and Mook, are the only bright spots in their crumbling world. Insiders claim that the dogs will remain in the family, alternating between Andrew and Sarah under an unwritten custody agreement.
Got the corgis. You've got the beloved corgis.
Yes. Yes. Well, because we both, yes, there they are.
I mean, that's just joy,
and
isn't it?
and they're known as national treasures. So when they go chasing squirrels and the trees are in the way and they go...
You've got to be very
Do they have
nervous.
security detail?
straight to
Meanwhile, Beatrice and Eugene are reportedly quite concerned about their mother's emotional health. Both women now have their own families. They are also tired of being more entangled in their parents' never-ending controversies, even though they are privately protective of Sarah. There was more to Royal Lodge than merely a house. Fergie saw it as a place where she could continue to feel a connection to the monarchy even after her divorce. It was Andrew's final vestige of prestige. Their fates are drastically different now that their eviction is imminent.
I don't have sympathy for them. I think that's the wrong word. But imagine what it must be like, kind of trapped in your house, knowing you've got literally...
After losing his status and authority, Andrew will withdraw to a smaller home on the Sundringham estate. Sarah's future is far less assured. Although she has expressed a desire for another royal home, those days are past. There are rumors that she would go to London or even overseas, although that is doubtful given her anxiety over being unprotected. In actuality, neither seemed prepared to survive without the other. However, remaining together, even under one roof, is becoming intolerable. This is the last act of a tragedy that began as a brilliant royal fairy tale. Once the talk of the 1980s, the former Duke and Duchess of York are now parodies of the contemporary monarchy. Every action they take is observed, their mistakes are repeated, and their legacy is altered. Andrew's loneliness and Fergie's paranoia speak to two individuals who are overcome by fear. They cling to what little of their influence still survives, relics of a vanished royal past. One thing is certain as they gather their belongings and get ready to depart Royal Lodge for the last time. The House of York as we know it has come to an end. However, what are your thoughts? Has Sarah Ferguson suffered unjustly as a result of Andrew's transgressions? Or is she at last dealing with the fallout from her own decisions? Do you think there's any truth to her fear of evil forces? Or is it simply a woman who had it all falling apart? She might be afraid that her history will finally catch up with her. Please share your opinions in the comment section below. For more updates on the continuous royal decline of the erstwhile Duke and Duchess of York, don't forget to hit that bell, like, and subscribe.